On this day in 2018, 9 tornadoes ravaged parts of Middle Tennessee and southern Kentucky. News 2 meteorologist Davis Nolan visited Clarksville, where 2 tornadoes hit, and looks back at that fateful day.
Well, it's hard to believe that 5 years ago, the neighborhood that I'm standing in right now looked like this.
911, where's your emergency?
We're at Green Grove Way, 1504. The neighbors across the street, their house is completely gone.
An EF2 tornado with 125-mile-per-hour winds had just torn through the Farmington and Bell Park subdivisions. 4 homes and 2 duplexes were completely destroyed, and there was danger lurking in the debris.
Well, the first thing we arrived on the scene, of course, the first call we got was a heavy smell of gas. Of course, you know, there's natural gas in the subdivision. So we had gas and water here on the scene, checking all of that.
But that wasn't the only tornado in Clarksville. A few minutes prior to that, just to the west, the same storm line had produced an EF1 tornado with 105-mile-per-hour winds in the Dotsonville area. To the north, in Hopkinsville, 3 tornadoes were confirmed. One of them, an EF1 tornado with 135-mile-per-hour winds, produced this damage on the south side of town, where 9 people were injured. But unfortunately, there was 1 fatality in Logan County, Kentucky from an EF2 tornado. A 79-year-old woman was killed when the chimney and wall of her house collapsed on top of her as she tried to make it to safety in her basement. But the next day in Clarksville, the Tennessee volunteer spirit was in full swing.
They would come in and spend several hours helping clean up. They would transport them back out and bring 20 more in. And they kept that going throughout the process, especially all day on Sunday. Sunday was an awesome day of cleanup. All this house that was completely destroyed, they cleaned it up totally on Sunday.
5 years ago, a day people in northwest Middle Tennessee and West Kentucky will never forget. I'm meteorologist Davis Nolan, News 2.